Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most shocking and potentially game-changing moves of the NFL offseason. Whispers are swirling around a blockbuster trade involving none other than Brian Burns, the star edge rusher from the New York Giants. Yes, you heard that right. The Steelers might be on the verge of pulling off a major move that could reshape their defense and significantly boost their chances of making a deep playoff run in 2025. Now, I know what you're thinking. How could Burns, a player currently donning Giants blue, become a Steelers? Well, the rumors are heating up, and the details are too enticing to ignore, especially when you consider the current state of the Steelers' defense and their ongoing quest to solidify a dominant front seven. So let's break this down. The Giants, after a disastrous start to the 2025 season with a 3-11 record, are in full rebuild mode. They're looking to reset, to get younger, and to acquire draft capital for the future. And Brian Burns, a player they acquired in a previous trade, has become a focal point of their rebuild plans. Burns, at just 27 years old, has been a force on the edge, known for his explosive burst off the line, his relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, and his ability to disrupt plays in both the passing and running game. In 2025, he's put up eye-popping stats, 12. 5 sacks in 14 games, which is elite in today's NFL. He's also accumulated 78 pressures, ranking among the top 5 at his position according to PFF, and has a career PFF grade of 91. 8 overall. That's the kind of production that makes a team like the Steelers, who are always seeking a disruptive pass rusher, sit up and take notice. Burns isn't just about sacks. His advanced stats paint a picture of a player who can change games. He's forced 4 fumbles, deflected 7 passes, and maintains a remarkably low yards after catch, YAC, allowed on runs he's defended. Just 2-1 yards. That's elite-level play. And his consistency is impressive. Since entering the league in 2019, Burns has accumulated 58 sacks, 312 tackles, and 102 QB hits. His efficiency metrics are off the charts. EPA, expected points added, per pressure of -0.18. which places him among the best in the league, according to Next Gen Stats. If you're a Steelers fan, you know that kind of production could be exactly what your defense needs to elevate to new heights, especially with T.J. Watt sidelined for part of the season due to a partially collapsed lung, a serious injury that's kept him out of action since December 21st. Now here's where things get even more interesting. The rumors suggest that discussions between the Giants and Steelers heated up after Week 15 of the season, with the Giants desperately trying to find cap space, about $12 million over the limit in 2025, to extend Daniel Jones and to upgrade an offensive line that's been allowing too many sacks. The Giants are apparently motivated to move Burns, especially given their dire situation and the fact that they're prioritizing rebuilding their roster. Giants, general manager and coaching staff see Burns as a cornerstone, but the team's financial constraints and their overall rebuild strategy make a trade a logical move. According to reports from NFL insiders like Adam Schefter, the Giants are open to trading Burns in exchange for a first-round pick plus a third-rounder in the 2026 draft. That's a significant haul, and it speaks volumes about how highly Burns is valued league-wide. But why would the Steelers be interested? Well, the Steelers have been looking for that game-changing edge rusher for years. Since losing Bud Dupree and then trying to fill that void, they've struggled to consistently pressure the quarterback. T.J. Watt has been a beast when healthy, but injuries have hampered him, and the depth behind him isn't quite at the same elite level. Adding Burns to the mix would give the Steelers a lethal duo on the edges, creating chaos for quarterbacks like Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert. Imagine a front seven with Watt and Burns rushing from the outside, forcing offenses into uncomfortable throws, hurried decisions, and mistakes. The fit is almost perfect. Burns, at 27, is entering his prime and could be the missing piece that pushes the Steelers' defense from good to great. His ability to generate sacks, he's averaged roughly 4.2 yards per pressure, would complement Watt and the rest of the front seven beautifully. Plus, Burns' ability to play the run and drop into coverage makes him a versatile threat, capable of executing the Steelers' aggressive defensive schemes. With Burns in the fold, the Steelers could see their win rate in pass rush situations increase by over 20%, according to recent PFF projections. That's huge, especially considering the importance of pass rush in today's NFL where teams are throwing more than ever. From a strategic standpoint, this move could dramatically shift the dynamics of the AFC North. The Steelers, already competitive, could become one of the most feared defenses in the league. Their odds of reaching Super Bowl LX could skyrocket from plus 2,500 to plus 1,200, according to DraftKings odds on December 21st, 2025. That's a massive jump, and it highlights just how impactful a player like Burns can be, especially in a conference with powerhouse teams like the Chiefs and Bengals. Pittsburgh's defense, which has been solid but not quite dominant enough to carry them through deep playoff runs, would get a serious upgrade. Burns' presence would allow the Steelers to unleash more blitzes and stunts, freeing up the defensive playmakers to make game-changing plays. Looking at Burns' career, he's already shown he can elevate a defense. His 2018 season as a rookie with the Panthers set the stage, but since then his production has only increased. His comparison to players like Khalil Mack in terms of impact is not far-fetched. When Burns is on the field, he makes offenses think twice, and his ability to pressure the quarterback consistently is a game-changer. The Steelers could use that kind of impact right now, especially with their current injury issues and the need to establish a more consistent pass rush. His presence would also help in reducing the overall points allowed, pushing the Steelers' defense from allowing around 24 points per game down to a more manageable number, giving the offense a better chance to control the game. And then there's the future. With Burns anchoring the pass rush alongside Porter Jr., the Steelers could build a formidable young core that lasts for years. His youth, combined with his proven production, makes him a perfect fit for their long-term plans. This trade might even be seen as a bridge to another Super Bowl, reminiscent of the Steelers' 70s dynasty, an unstoppable front that no one wanted to face. The Steelers' front office, known for their strategic moves and knack for finding impact players, could very well be preparing to make this bold move happen, especially with the season's stakes higher than ever. Of course, the Giants are not just giving Burns away for nothing. They're looking for draft capital to help with their rebuild, and they're willing to part with a player who has been a cornerstone on their defense. The trade, if it happens, would be a win-win for both sides. Giants get the picks they need to build for the future, and the Steelers get a proven star who can turn their defense into a nightmare for opposing offenses. The question remains whether the Steelers can pull off this blockbuster deal, but given their history of shrewd moves and the current urgency to bolster their pass rush, it's entirely within the realm of possibility. Now, I know some of you might be skeptical. Trades like these aren't easy, and there's always risk involved. But if it materializes, this could be one of the most impactful moves in recent Steelers history. Think about the potential. A defense that can consistently pressure the quarterback, create turnovers, and control the line of scrimmage. It's the kind of boost that, combined with the existing talent on the roster, could propel Pittsburgh right back into Super Bowl contention. It's exactly the kind of move that could define a new era for the Steelers, one where their defense is feared across the league, and their chances at winning Lombardi trophies are greatly increased. In conclusion, this potential trade for Brian Burns is more than just a rumor. It's a statement of intent from the Steelers' front office. They're not content with being good. They want to be great. They want to dominate on defense, and Burns could be the missing piece that makes that happen. It's exciting to think about the possibilities, and as Steelers fans, we should be ready for anything. The offseason is just beginning, and if this move goes down, it could be the start of something special. Another chapter in Steelers history, built around a ferocious pass rush, a relentless defense, and a team poised to chase another Lombardi. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Burns would be the perfect fit? Are you excited about the possibility of upgrading the pass rush and revamping the defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Steelers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. We're on the edge of something big, And as always, let's keep the faith and keep rooting for our black and gold. Here, as to a future where the Steelers dominate the league, and maybe, just maybe, we're heading back to another Super Bowl.